Movie sequels come and go, and when you have an amazing work of film that inspires one, you generally get one that is low budget, poorly written, and not but a cheap money grab on a recognizable name. Aliens holds true as not only a grand exception to this expectation, but an example of how taking risks with a series can be highly rewarding. Sigourney Weaver returns as Ripley as the movie picks up right where she left off in the first. Anyone in their right mind would never just walk back into a situation like she had experienced, and the opening does a very good job depicting that.
Hi, Ripley. This is Lieutenant Gorman of the Colonial Marine Corps.
By the time she decides to go, you understand completely why she would. And then comes the twist in the movie's direction. This is not so much a horror as an action movie. All of the movie posters and trailers proudly display the tagline, "This time it's war," making no secret of the fact that while the original was suspenseful horror at its finest, if you are interested in rocket launchers, gunfire, and explosions, this is where you're going to find it. Aliens still maintains an intelligent, realistic look despite its direction. While the characters don't seem quite as deep this time around, that could just be because there are quite a few more than in the first.
Mission. You'll love it. There's some juicy colonist daughters we have to rescue from their virginity. Favorite duty.
Check it out.
One notable character is Hudson. Starts off a complete braggart and annoying as hell.
You do not want to fuck with me. Check it out. Hey, Ripley, don't worry. Me and my squad of ultimate badasses will protect you.
After actually encountering the aliens, he's still annoying, but completely terrified and convinced of the futility of the situation.
Dead, man. Their signs were real low, but they ain't dead.
Then we go back in there and get them.
Fuck that.
Don't leave our...
In this sense, he's very similar to Lambert from the first movie.
Yes, I said that we abandon the ship. We get the shuttle and just get the hell out of here. We take our chances and...
But he is a deeper character overall and provides some of the most memorable lines of the film.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs.
The most memorable character is definitely Newt, who sort of embodies Ripley's character from the first Alien. She's scared, vulnerable, and strong-willed. Although she does make a pseudo-daughter for Ripley to care about, I personally think the character's unique traits are what make her stand out in the film.
Ripley, she doesn't have bad dreams because she's just a piece of plastic.
The technology this time around is much expanded. The Marines bring out all the weapons that are now classics in the Alien franchise. These weapons are in fact so iconic, there hasn't been a single Alien video game I can think of that hasn't incorporated the guns from this movie. The alien is also more fleshed out. After all, the first movie had but one, and now there's a ton of the buggers crawling around.
All we know is that there's still
It breaks the
no
rules
contact
set in the
colony,
deleted scenes from the first, but
xenomorph
back then there
may
weren't
be
any
involved.
DVDs and, well, to put it bluntly,
Xenomorph.
deleted scenes don't count.
What exactly are we dealing with here?
The look of the nest is another one of those beautifully horrifying things that make this species stand out as one of the most unique creatures in cinema. And of course, the reproductive cycle of the xenomorph is completed for the first time with the introduction of the Big Mama, the Queen Alien. A lot of the scenes move a little slow for action, but even for an action movie it still maintains a hefty amount of horror elements, especially early on. It's funny in a way, that the less the Marines there are still breathing, the more balls to the wall the movie gets. Even Hudson stops whining long enough to kick some ass.
Come on! Come on, you bastard! Come on, you too! Oh, you want some of that? Get him!
This point in the movie feels strangely empowering. After you face the horrors of the xenomorph, you're treated to some good old wild shooting and bug killing. The aliens are still scary enough, though, from being just what they are. The battles don't disappoint fans of the series.
In the tunnel.
Except maybe when the battle takes place completely outside view. That honestly felt kind of cheap. I mean, they couldn't show anything at all?
Those ammo counters go.
B gun's down 50%.
Man, it's a shooting gallery down there.
Overall, Aliens is a roller coaster ride through hell, and that's my kind of ride.
On my mark.
We're on express elevator to hell. Going down.
2, 1. Mark.
It's about time I wrap up this review with a rating. I officially give Aliens 2 facehuggers out of 5.
You were alive, the rest
Well,
are dead.
for horror anyway. As action, it gets a smooth 4 pulse rifles out of 5. Take your genre preferences and calculate your own rating from there. After all, you're the only one who truly knows what kind of movies you like, right? Well, it's time to leave all armaments behind for the next review, Alien 3.